All right, in this video, we're going to take a look at greatest common factors. So make sure you put the date in the upper right-hand corner of your notes. Now let's start off with a definition. The greatest common factor, or GCF, is the greatest or the biggest factor that divides two numbers. So remember, a factor is just the number that we use to multiply to get another number. So a factor is something like the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. We use 1 times 10 or 2 times 5 to multiply together to get to 10. So they're the numbers we use to multiply to get together, and then we can go backwards and take the number divided by the factors to get other factors. So let's take a look, and let's say I asked you, what is the GCF, or the greatest common factor, of 20 and 40? So this time with factors, we're going to list the factors, the ways that we can multiply to get to 20 and also to get to 40. So for 20, we have 1 times 20. So I'm going to put 20 over here. I like putting them in order. 2 times 10, and then 4 times 5. Those are all my factors for 20. Those are the multiples or the factors I can use to multiply together to get 20. For 40, we'll do something similar. We'll list our numbers. I know 1 times 40, 2 times 20, 4 times 10, and 5 times 8. These are all factors of 40. So the definition of the GCF is the biggest factor that I can use to divide both numbers. So the largest number. So if I take a look, they have a bunch of numbers in common. They have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. But the largest common factor they have in common is 20. So the GCF of 20 and 40 is the number 20. So we use the GCF a lot when we talk about simplifying problems. So when you're trying to simplify fractions, you want to definitely find the greatest common factor. And then when we start working with the distributive property and factoring, these are skills you're going to want to have in order to help make those problems a little bit easier. So one way to find the greatest common factor is just to list all the factors of each number and find the biggest number. Another way is through prime factorization. So what is the GCF of 21 and 30? Let me make that G look very clear that is a G. All right, so remember, prime factorization is when you take the number and you break it down into its prime factors. So for 21, the only numbers I can really use to multiply for 21 that are prime factors are 7 and 3, so 7 times 3. For 30, there's a couple ways I can multiply together to get 30. I could do 5 times 6. 5 doesn't break down anymore, and now I've got 3 times 2. So when you're looking at the GCF of a number, you're looking at what common factors that they have. So for 21 and 30, this one's nice because the only common factor they have is a 3. So since each of them have a 3, that means the greatest common factor of 21 and 30 is 3. So this means I can divide both numbers by 3 and get an even result. Or get a number that divides evenly without giving you a fraction or a decimal. You just get a whole number. What happens though when there's more than one number that they have in common? So let's take a look at another example. Let's say I said, what is the GCF of 36 and 54? So for 36, we'll break it down. I could do 4 times 9, and then I can break down 4 into 2 times 2, and then 9 into 3 times 3. For 54, we could do 6 times 9, so 3 times 2, and then 3 times 3. So this time there's a lot more things that they have in common. So we're going to follow a couple steps just like we did for the least common multiple video. So the first thing you want to do is list your prime factors. Then you're going to circle every common prime factor. So for our GCF here, we're first going to factor it down, is what we did. We prime factored it. And now we're going to circle what they have in common. So there's a 2 that they have in common. So I'm going to list the 2. And then they also have a 3 in common. And then they also actually have another 3 in common, right? There's another 3 here. So I listed the prime factors, and then I circled every common prime factor. So there was 1 2 that they each had in common, and then there were 2 3s that they each had in common. So for when we're doing GCF, we're not going to use the other numbers left over. So I'm just going to cross off this 2, and I'm going to cross off this 3. There were no common pairs that I could form between that 2 and 3. And then the last step then is multiply the circled numbers, or the common factor. So here we have 2 times 3 times 3, which gives me 18. Because 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 6 is 18. So the greatest common factor of 36 and 54 is 18. So again, we could have listed all of the factors out of 36. We could have listed all the factors out of 54, and then just looked at what was the biggest common factor that they had. Or you can use prime factorization, find the common prime factors, and then just multiply those together. Either strategy works. So use what makes sense to you and practice getting the GCF of a number.